everybody, it's Micheline from Micheline Makes with a second 5 in 7, and these are 5 things that I've done in the past 7 days, or that I want to tell you about, that are over the past 7 days. I'm going to include some fabric in a fabric haul. I'm going to include some patterns in a pattern haul, and well, let's wait and see, and you'll see what the rest of the things are. First of all, my grandkids have now gone. You remember this pattern that I showed you last time? And I said that I had a feeling my granddaughter isn't going to like it, that she has been wearing things like this and that she might not like it. Well, when they came to visit my granddaughter, she brought a sewing machine and she wanted to make something. And I said, well, what about this? And I showed her that. And she said, oh, that's nice. So off we trotted into town. That was the older one like that. And then when I showed the younger one, because it was really the younger one I was thinking of, because she has something like that. And the younger one said she liked it, but she wants the short version. She wants this version here. And the older one liked this version with the larger, wider pants. So off we trotted into town, and I was thinking, right, I'll take them to Boys, because Boys does cheap fabric, spot on. They do some nice fabrics. They've actually increased their range. So off we went into Boys. Quite a good range of fabrics, not that fantastic, but they were looking for something ditzy-ish. She said she wanted little flowers, and so they were looking for something ditzy-ish. But when we looked at them, I kept saying, do you like that? No, it's not floating my boat. Do you like that? No. Do you like that? No. So in the end, we went from Boys to, I said, right, I'll take you to the fabric stall in the market. She has absolutely loads. And here, this is a little bit of information. Hello? Hello? Have you come to see me? Do you want to say hello to everybody? You do? What do you want to tell them? That I left you in here all night. But that was because you wanted to stay in here all night, didn't you? You did, I know. Come on, we'll turn you around and let everybody see what you look like. Oh, I know, you don't like being carried very much, do you? She's purring away. But you don't like being carried, don't you not? No, you don't. Why? Because you haven't been carried when you were a kitten, and so you don't like being carried. Oh, that's it, she's away. Right, sorry about that. So we went to the market. Now the lady at the market has so many fabrics, it's unbelievable. They aren't as cheap as Boys, but they are good. It's lovely fabrics. And so we went there, and there must be hundreds upon hundreds of fabrics. And I'm saying, what about that? No. What about that? I like that, but I don't know if I like the colour. No, I think I'd rather have that. So anyway, we finally picked some fabric. The oldest one picked some yellow jersey, which on reflection, when we started cutting out, I thought, oh, it's great, but it's for somebody who doesn't sew very often, who's just trying to sew. It's a little bit challenging for them, because I had to use the serger. And at first she was scared of the serger because it makes so much noise. And but she got on with it well, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. And the littlest one picked a lovely fabric, which I will show you as well. And that was really, really nice. And in fact, I've just cut it out for her. And there's enough for me to make a blouse or something, or even a little dress, I don't know, but I'm looking forward to making some for myself with that. I got 3 meters of each for them. Just got enough out. Was it 3 meters? 2 meters of the jersey and 3 meters of the blue for my granddaughters, the youngest ones. Anyway, this lady in the market, and this is a little thing for anybody who lives locally to me. The lady in the market is going to be moving, and she's looking for a place to move to. She has such a lot of stuff. She was considering the building that was right next to where we've just vacated. Whether she goes there or not, I don't know. I was telling her about it. She's not sure whether she wants to stay in town in a shop, but it'll have to be a very big shop for what she's got, or whether she wants to go into a factory unit. But watch this space. I may find out, or you may find out yourself, and you can tell me where she ends up. But the market apparently is being refurbished, and decided that it's getting too big for them. They are getting too big for the market. So that's where they are there. So anyway, we headed back home, and the oldest one cut out her fabric, and I'm going to stop there because this is the piece that I missed out, that I've lost, and I'll let you see what it's like now. It is Sunday, August the 1st. No, it's not. Start again. It's Sunday, August the 2nd. And what's happened since I spoke to you yesterday? We have the granddaughters and I have been to the local shopping precinct. Claudia's busy making this outfit, which that's the line drawing for it. I don't know if you can see the line drawing. If I get rid of myself, then you might see it better. Can I go closer? There, that's the line drawing. And this is the fabric that she's using. Now it's inside out, so you might not see it very well, but it's beautiful, beautiful jersey. That is the fabric that she's picked, and it's like it's almost true to the colour that's on the screen when I see it. It's like a yellowy, mustardy yellow, and the daisies are gorgeous. And when she tried it on, she's got, so far, we've serged it, so she was a bit frightened with the serger, but if I can get it the right way, so far, she wanted a square top, so we've cut the top square, and hopefully that's going to work. And then we have, it's inside out, but we've serged down the middle, got to be pressed, and then we need to put the pockets on, and we'll serge down the seams. Not really much to show you at the moment, but in the meantime, I'll show you. This is the ditzy fabric. I washed this. This is the ditzy fabric that she bought. This was $4.50 a metre, and I have to say that on this occasion, by washing it, it's made it feel a lot softer. It's I thought it might end up being a bit too stiff for a dress, but the drape on this, now it's washed, is really, really nice. It's lovely and soft. So I think, I said to her, I've ironed it, and I said I think she'll end up with a beautiful, that's the colour there. If I let the light catch it, you don't see it as well, but it's a beautiful, beautiful blue colour with a white background. Blue and like a mustard again. She must like mustard. Now the fabric that I said that my granddaughter picked was this, and it's absolutely, it's like a ditzy fabric, a little flower, but the feel of it, it just feels like velvet for starters. I don't know what it is. It feels like a crepe. Let's see if I can show you. It feels like a crepe, and it's stretchy. Stretches that way. And no, it doesn't stretch, a little bit of stretch from selvage to selvage. A bit of stretch there, and diagonal stretch as well. But it's absolutely lovely. It's got a gorgeous feel about it. Very, very light. Very thin. Not overly thin. I think she'll get away with it. I mean, that's, I don't know if you can see me through there. That's the back. You might see my shadow through it, but I don't think you can. So I think she'll get away with that. That is lovely. I reckon that will drape beautifully. Now this I'm wearing is this was one of the very first garments that I made. It's a real favourite of mine. It has a raglan sleeve and it has the bias top. I think it was one of my first attempts, slightly raised on one side there, but bearable. And I'll get up to let you see what it looks like. It's straight up and down, but there's it's got a seam that goes across like that, starts there and comes up to here. I'll try and put the picture up of which pattern it is. I'm not sure if it's a McCall's. But I do like this. I think I've made 3 or 4 of these. Sadly, some of them have already gone into the charity bags because, for no other reason, that I have so many clothes in my wardrobe and I'll never wear half of them. And so I decided on the thing that people say, if you haven't worn them for a year, get rid of them. So I'm starting to clear out my drawers and things with a lot of my makes, because I just haven't worn them and I haven't got the room for them. And gradually his wardrobe, that we have a wardrobe where it used to be half and half, kind of the half and half. His wardrobe part has gone smaller and smaller and mine has gone bigger and bigger. So he hasn't complained, I have to say. He's never complained, but it is getting quite compressed with all my clothes. So there's going to be a massive clean out. I should have really done this during lockdown, but I figured if I do it during lockdown, I'm going to have bags of stuff lying around for at least heaven knows how long the lockdown's going to be. So I'm going to clear out some stuff, and anything that I've never worn is going to go into the bags. Some of the fabric ones that are man-made are probably going to go in the bags, because I'm finding that even though I am past the menopause, I'm finding cotton or much more comfortable. And I have been watching a few vlogs where linen, I used to make linen, but it used to be annoying me because it got creased, because it used to crease very easily. But I'm seeing a lot of this heavy linen that really doesn't crease very much. So I think I might start doing a few linens, and but we'll wait and see what happens with those. Anyway, I'm going to stop now. I might catch up with you a little bit later in the day and tell you what's happening. Excuse the change of clothes. This is a few days later, a good few days later. This 5 and 7 is definitely not in 7 days this time. I'm hoping that next time I do it, it'll be in 7 days, but I'm running a bit late. We have been to take mother-in-law out for a meal. It's freezing in the UK if you're in America. Absolutely freezing. I've actually got my heater on, and because it's cold in the house, and I've got my heater on in here, and I've got my gilet on. But just to let you see, what I've got underneath is a very old dress. Ooh, losing my glasses. It's a very old dress. It is a one where I use a Lecala top, to my measurements, and the sew over it penny dress skirt. And I love this dress. I've got 3 like this. I've got this one, I've got a turquoise one, and I've got a beige and brown one, like a pale yellow and brown one. And everyone says they like it. I think I don't think I've there's this dress that everybody likes, and there's also the cashmerette Turner dress, I think, the orange one. All of you comment about the orange one that I've got. So I love this dress. There are patterns very similar to this that you can get, but basically it's just a fitted bodice. But I've got it because I have what have I got? I've got, I tend to have a big belly, so I don't like my waistband there because it tends to accentuate the belly. And I do go in a bit at the waist here, so I like to have mine just under the seam, just under my bust, so that it can go out a bit more. But yeah, this is what I'm wearing. Been out with, as I say, with mum-in-law. She's doing all right. She's for somebody who's got dementia, she seems to get better one time and then worse other times. Her memory's not too bad, but she does what you call, now I don't know if you call it this in America, but she sundowns. And sundowning, for those of you who don't know, when you have dementia, every evening she says that she's not in her own house, and she says, I don't know what's happened to my house. This isn't my house. It's I've got another house, and I don't know what's happened to it, and I haven't had any money for it. I don't know where it is. I don't know what's going on, and my car's gone. And we'll say, well, what's happened to your car? What do you mean your car's gone? Well, I've been driving it, and I had it yesterday, and I can't find it. I don't know where it's gone. And she hasn't driven for it since 10 years, I think it is. And then she'll say, I want to go and see my mother. I want to go and see my mother. And if you say that her mum's dead, she doesn't like that, because, you know, as I say, sundowning is where they're regressing back to, they're thinking back to previous times in their lives. So she's thinking back to the house that she used to live in, and then she's thinking back to when she had a car, and then she's thinking back to the fact that she used to see her mum, and she said, I live round the corner to my mum, I just want to go and see her, and I want to go and see my sister. Well, her sister's dead as well. And so this is sundowning. So if you have a member of the family, if you don't know about sundowning, that's what it is. It's where they start regressing, and it happens it's called sundowning because it only happens about 4 or 5 o'clock till about bedtime. She goes to bed at 9, and she'll repeat herself all the time saying, well, I don't know where my house is. This has got all my stuff in. It's my furniture, it's my pictures, but this isn't my house. I don't know where my house has gone to, and I'm worried because I haven't got any money for it either. You know, I don't know where it is. And you've got to, it doesn't matter how much convincing you give it, it doesn't work. Anyway, I'm going to show you, what number are we? We've done 1, we've done 2, we're going to do 3, which is, number 3 is a top that I found, a free top, and it is called, and I forget what it's called, just give me a minute. It's getting a bit warmer now, so I'll take my top off. That heater works quickly. Number 3 is a free top that I bought, a pattern that I bought. It's a PDF, so I know some of you don't like PDFs, but I'll tell you about it. It's called the Twist Knot Tea-Free Sewing Pattern, and it's by It's Always Autumn. The pattern is very well set out. She's got coloured dots. If you print it out in colour, she's got coloured dots in it. And the pattern, you're fairly able to match them up. But I struggled a bit. I have to say I did struggle a bit. And I almost gave up on it. How many times have you heard me say that? I almost gave up on it. But in the end I created this top, and I used it from some of the fabric that I got from Jenny Flake from Year. And this is the top that I made, and it's a t-shirt top. It's actually not exactly like the pattern, and I've actually, because I got it a bit messed up, this is actually a little piece of tie that I put there, because it's not, I've never worn it. It looks lovely when I wear it, but I got the twist, but it didn't look right. But what she said in the pattern was, you'll find that the back is longer than the front, and you've got to stretch it to get it together. But it just didn't look right. That didn't look right to me, the way it hangs. So what I've done is, I don't know if you can see that. I'll move it down a bit more there. It's got I wasn't so keen on this bit. I've obviously done this wrong. I think I should have had that the other way around in the back there, and I hadn't put it in the back. So basically what I did was I made a little tie, and the tie comes up through this hole. If I can find the hole, where is it? There. Does it go there? Yeah, the tie goes through there, and I've just tied it like that. So I've got like a drapey bit there, and it does look nice on. It's now very late. What time is it? Sorry, I've got my glasses on. It's now, I've had a glass of wine, and I'm in between this conversation. There was a little break. A friend of mine rang, and we've been on the phone we've been talking to her on WhatsApp for a good hour, and there, cat hair. We've been talking to her for a good hour, and in that time I had a glass of wine, and I'm going a bit rosy cheeked. Anyway, so although that's not correct, I quite like it, and it looks lovely on when I'm wearing it. So if I've got time tomorrow, I'll take a picture of me wearing it to let you see. It goes great with jeans, with trousers. So I'm really pleased with that. Number four are patterns that I've bought. Having told you about the twisted tie top that was free PDF, I know some of you don't like using PDFs, so I got a pattern. This is my pattern haul, and the first one is McCall's M7975, which is a twisted tie top, and I quite liked some of those variations. I wanted to try it and see whether it works as well as that free one that I've got. I've got some fabric that I'd like to use. I quite like all the styles, but I think I might do this one here with a long sleeve, because although we're August, the weather's not been very warm, and we might be coming towards autumn, so that's probably the kind of jumper that I would wear in autumn. So that is for a size extra small to extra large. And it's for knits and stretch knits, cotton knits, jersey, interlock and rib knits. So that one there, the M7975, very nice pattern. Then another one that I like is the New Look 6533. Now I'm not sure what this is going to be like on me if I've made it. I've actually made a pattern very similar to this, which I'll be coming up and showing you in a little separate vlog. But I thought that was quite nice with the gathered skirt there. But I don't know if that's going to work for me. The back is gathered as well. There's the back. The back's gathered as well. There. I might prefer that it doesn't have as many gathers on the back, but I do like that pattern. I think it's quite nice with leggings as well that go there. I thought that was quite a nice one. That is from an extra small to an extra large, and the extra large is 44 to 46 inch bust. This one, extra large, is a 46 to 48 inch bust. That's a 46 to 48 inch bust. And this one is a 44 to 46 inch bust. I do like that one. I like the short sleeved one there. I'm not so bothered about lace on the bottom, but I've got plenty of fabrics, I might as well try it. Then the next one is, it's another one that I'm not sure. I think I might pass this on to my granddaughter. It's the N6603, and it's got little bodice top with a gathered bit underneath. Very similar kind of theme to that one, where it's got a gathered bottom and a bodice top. The only downside to that, she's got a flat bust, so you can't really see what a big bust what it's going to look like on a big bust. So I may have to do, I might have to do a bust adjustment on that one. This one is for what fabrics? Challis, charmeuse, cotton lawn, dotted Swiss eyelet gauze, handkerchief linen, silky tight voile. Allow extra fabric for matching plaids or stripes. I do like that. That would actually be a nice night dress for me. Kind of thing I would like to wear for bed. I might make something like that, you never know. And that one, as I say, is N6603. The next one, I like the look of this. It's got quite a few variations, and that's N6086. It's got a lot of different styles. V-neck. I know there's quite a lot of patterns I've already dealt with that are like this, but I thought they were quite nice. I thought I might try them, see what they look like. I like the scoop neck like that. I like the V-neck, both those two. I'm not sure what the difference is between one and the other. What's the difference between A and B? I think A has got shorter sleeves and B's got longer sleeves. I generally prefer the 3/4 sleeve because it's more practical for me. I hate sleeves dangling down past my wrists. And that's the back view. The short vest top is a good one to have, and that one's a nice one to have underneath clothes or underneath voile type tops where you want to cover yourself up. That one is from a 10 to a 22, from a 32.5 inch bust to a 44. And that's the new look 6086. The next one I bought, I must have loads of these, and I really must try some of these blouse tops. I've got a one that's very similar to this that oh, what's her name, sent me from America. Oh, do you know, I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name. I'll put it up there. And I've got something very similar to this. This is the N6561, where the pockets go slanted on the bottom. I quite like that green one. That's rather nice, that one there. See if I can get you to focus in there. I like that green one. And the one that I can't even check on my phone because my battery's flat. I was given a pattern from America where the pockets swept round from the back to the front, and that's very, very similar. This is from a size 8 to a size 20, which is a bust 31.5 to a 42. Now I'm a 44, so I'd have to increase the pattern a slight bit if I use that one. And that's it for that batch of patterns. I do have some others that are coming for next week, so I will show you those ones next time I have 5 and 7. Right, the fifth 5 of 7, the last one, is about you. Because a lot of you have been writing to me, sending me lovely messages. I do try to answer as many as I can, and if you do look at my answers, or if you scroll down from the video, I often try to answer a lot of the questions. Several ones popped out to me. One was Joy Bernhard, who said she couldn't. Do you remember the kitchen? Do you remember the kitchen story I told you where his lordship emptied my kitchen? Well, she couldn't believe that he'd done it in such a short time. And my response to Joy was, Joy, the kitchens and buildings in England are nowhere near as big as the kitchens in America. We in England are totally in awe at how big your rooms are. We always go, God, have you seen the size of that room? Have you seen the size of this? When we watch these American movies, everything is just so big and spacious. In England, you have a tiny little kitchen, or ours is quite a big kitchen compared with other kitchens. They are building new bigger ones now, but you know, I mean, ours is a house from the 1950s. It's an old RAF house and Royal Air Force house, and we thought the kitchen was quite big when we walked into it, but when you see some of the kitchens that are building these days that are open plan, they are quite big. So really, taking the kitchen out of that, taking the units out of that kitchen, he did, I have to say, yes, he did do it in a short length of time, but it wasn't a big kitchen like they have in America. Similarly, we have little piddly little sheds, and you have big sheds. So, or you have barns, which I remember Joy showed us around her barn once, because I had said I'd love to see inside it. And they have amazing things in their barns. We are lucky if we can put a bike in it. There's not that much room in our sheds. Anyway, and then who else? I've had some great comments from you, some great advice. I'm going to mention one in my next one that somebody has given me a reference to, or some good advice, because we're going to talk about it next time. But there was one lady, and I really have to apologise to her, because she wrote to me at the start of lockdown, and I said I wanted to mention what she'd done. She'd made a purse, and she'd watched one of my videos about me, and I had made a Linds Handmade purse. So let me show you which one I was talking about. So I got this email from a lady called Lindy Handmade, and she lives in Australia. Username on YouTube is Parchcraft Australia, and she was telling me about how she'd watched my little vlog about the Linds Handmade wallet that I did, purse wallet, and I'll show you which ones I had done. This was my first attempt, and I'd also waterproofed this cotton fabric. It was my first attempt. All I had was a pink zip there, so I used that. Not really impressed by that, and I used a lovely B clasp, which I might take off and use on a better one. And basically, when you take this out, you open it up, and you have a little wallet like that. Your pen goes down there. Let's see if I can find a pen. Pen goes down there. I got this upside down because it actually should have the cards going down there and the pen going down there. I'd done it wrong. And then you've got a pocket. This actually takes your mobile phone. One of those takes your mobile phone, and then you can close it. I'll take the pen out because I need it. Close it. Close it. And you've got a purse at the top to put your change in there, a little purse there. And then I followed that with another one, which was made of cork. This is made of cork. Is that what you call it? I can't remember. It's that long since I made it. Same thing. It's got the zip top on the top. It's got a zip top on the top with a money purse part there. And then you have an opening there. I got this right this time. Your pen goes in here, your cards go down there, and I gave it has a little see-through part there. I gave it a double one, and then you can put your phone in there. And she got in touch with me, wrote me a lovely email telling me about how she's retired, and what profession, you know, how she's retired, and she started making bags. Part of her retirement hobby is making purses, and she had made this Linds Handmade purse, and she was telling me that she had enjoyed making it, and she was describing what she'd done. she was describing what she'd done with it, and so I said, oh, will you please send me a picture? So she sent me these pictures, and these are the pictures of the purses that she made, of the purse that she made. And it was to match a handbag, and I thought they were absolutely lovely, and I said, do you mind if I put them on my YouTube video so you can see what they're like? So this is Lindy's purse. Another one that I want to mention, and I've mentioned her in several of the videos that I've done lately, and that's Patricia Vankenberg. Because Patricia keeps texting me every now and again. She sends me little messages saying, check this out, link to this, link to that, link to the other. And she sent me, so far I think she sent me 12 different links, or I've come across 12 links via the links that she's given me. The little, this thing, do you remember I did this one, the Hut and Silo? This was, this one wasn't recommended by her, but the website that she recommended, the website that I got this from. And look, see how busy I've got this now. I've got clips all the way down. I've got a bodkin there. I've got pins in there, needles in there. I've got pencils. I've got more clips there. I've got a little bobbin of thread. I'm not sure why. And things going all around there, and I have tape measure there, and I usually have a tape measure on the top, but look what I've got down the back. It was actually starting to flop over, so I put a ruler down the back so you can, so that covers up the it keeps it upright. But I've found the video parts, I've found the little snippets that I've done on how I made this, so I'm going to do another vlog to show you how this is. I'm doing another vlog to show you how to make this. But Patricia gave me a long list of several things, and so I'm going to reference one of them, which was the Harlow Pyjamas by Charm Patterns. I haven't made them, but they look really, really nice. I'll put a picture up there, and I think I might make them from some of the fabric that I've got. If you've got any other questions you'd like to ask me, do tell me, and I'll try and put it into another 5 and 7. And so everybody, that is my 5 and 7. It's gone on quite a long time. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope to keep making this a lot quicker. I have had a lot on lately, and it was just finding 5 minutes to do it. Somebody did say it must take you a long time to do your vlogs. It does for me, because I like to, if I was just recording them and talking all the way through, I could get it done in 10 minutes. But I like to put little things in to break the monotony up, because I think you don't want to watch me all the time. But I do like to break it up, and I like to put a snippet here and a snippet there, and a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of the other. So that's why it takes a bit longer for me. And his lordship comes into the room, and I'm sat there with my headphones on, and he can just see me on the page, and he's going, oh, is this another vlog? Is another vlog? Do you want me to appear in it? And I'll go, no, go away. Anyway, oh, and lastly, this is a 5A out of 7. Remember that I said I was going to make a mask? Well, I did, and I've put a little piece of aluminium in the top there. That has stopped it from it bends around to my nose. You see how it bends around like that to my nose? And if I put it on there over my ears and pull this down, it really fits nicely. And when I put my glasses on, they go over the top and they don't steam my glasses up. It's a lot better. It doesn't steam my glasses up like the other ones. So I like this, and I've actually put a little dart in this bottom there because I wanted it to mould round the chin, and I found that it was a bit slack there. So I put a little dart there, and it's far, far better. But I think a lot of it has to do with this little piece of metal here that you put in the top to hold it round your nose. It makes a big difference, that. And I'm very fortunate because we have scrap metal like this, little strips. if you are making yours, obviously we don't know how long this is going to be on for, and we may have to make quite a lot of these. I think I'm on to number 7, simply because I keep forgetting to take them with me. So I've got 2 in the car, 2 in my car, 2 in his car, 2 in my handbag, 2 in a basket, 2, you know, 2 in different places. If you have to keep making them, I would happily send you some little strips of aluminium, as many as you like, if you just want to buy me a coffee. Down there is a coffee, buy a coffee, and that will cover the postage for to send it to you, and I'll send you some strips of aluminium if you're in England. If you're in America, I could probably still send you strips of aluminium even if you buy me a coffee. And then because this is basically waste, and basically we just cut very thin strips along the top, and that little thin strip, when it's thin, will mould round your nose. But obviously you know, you've got to keep having lots of strips. So if you want me to do, I could cut a few and send you 10 or 20. Just buy me a coffee and that'll cover the postage, and I'll send you some of these. So that's it, ladies. I've done 5 plus a little bit about a mask, so 5.5. And his lordship hasn't been in. He's busy watching. What's he watching? He's been watching, he's watching music on TV, and the music that he's watching is, we've been watching Supertramp, and then I came in here to do this vlog, and he's been watching Marilyn, and then we've been talking to our friend Liz. So I'm going to love you, and I'm going to leave you, and catch you next time. Bye!